I'm Devin Gonzalez, and what we're going to be dealing with today is properly getting your bike ready to get on the trail. And this is something also you want to imply when you're storing your bike away. Now, before you do that, what you need to do is usually what I'll start here with the rear derailleur. So what we're going to do is we're going to shift this rear derailleur all the way down to our high gear. All right, and I'm going to come back here and check my cable tension. Now, if it's really loose, what I need to do is come back to my rear derailleur and retighten that cable position. So just make that quick adjustment, pull tight on that cable, and you're nice and tight. And make sure that you're going through everything, go through all the gears. Alright, so we're all good. So the next thing I want to check is also my front derailleur. So I want to drop the front derailleur all the way down as well to the smallest cog, and check the cable tension on my front derailleur. That's pretty tight right now, but if it's nice and loose, you want to do the same thing that we've done here with the rear derailleur. After I've done that, what I need to do now is come to my crank, and I want to check all the crank bolts and make sure they're nice and tight. If you can't really pull on them, then they're nice and tight. But as you can see here, I'm able to move them, so that tells me I need to tighten them. Alright. And also the same thing here with the crank bolt. If you don't have a crank bolt or any type, there's different types of cranks. They have a locking mechanism here for your crank arm. Just make sure those are tight as well. Another thing too, you want to come up here to the top, and we want to check our brakes and make sure they're nice and tight as well. If they're a hydraulic brake and it's really soft and it's bottoming out all the way to your grip here, then what you need to do is take it into your local bike shop so they can take care of that for you. But if it is a mechanical disc brake, unlike this where it has a cable running through it, then you need to just follow the steps through our one of my tech tips that I've talked about, which was V-brakes. The same type of procedure applies for the barrel adjustment. Back it out and tighten it out, and that will work just for you with a mechanical disc brake. Now that I've done that, as you can see, this bike is dealing with a dual crown fork. So what I want to do is I want to check these as well and make sure they're nice and tight, as well as up here. There's also single crown forks where you're not going to be dealing with that, but what you'll mainly be dealing with is going to be dealing with the stem and the headset, and also here your stem and your bars. So you also want to make sure that's tight as well, so go through all those bolts here. So I'm going to check all these bolts. So that I can't turn them, so they're nice and tight. Looks good. And I'm going to check my headset here. It's nice and tight as well. This is all good. Alright, so that's nice and tight. Also check your seat posts. But if you're also running a full suspension bike, whether you're running a hardtail, what you need to also check is all your pivot points in the bike. So you need to come to all these pivot points and also check your pivot points and make sure they're tight as well. Crank those down. And also crank down on your rear shock. So that's nice and tight. Alright, so now that I've done that and I've realized that everything's nice and tight, everything's shifting fine, everything sounds good, the next procedure I'm going to do is I'm going to get to my cables here, and I'm going to properly lube this. And one way of lubing this is actually just dripping the lubrication on the cables and then going through your gears and shifting it. As you can see, this bike doesn't expose that much cable, but most other bikes will have an exposure of those cables. And the way to do that is you need to get proper lubrication. And what you want to do is just, lube up that cable. And as I lubed up that cable, I want to go through all those gears. so that it actually, the lubrication gets into the housing. You know, just go through it until you actually feel it really shifting very smooth compared to before. There you go. Alright, so the more cable you have exposed, the more you need to lubricate and then go through all your gears. Same thing applies if you're using a V-brake system or a mechanical brake system. And after you had all that done, what you also need to do is, you know, make sure you check your bottom bracket, and what you want to do is you hold the frame and get on your crank arm here and just, you know, kind of wiggle it. If there's a lot of play there, then there's usually something going on with your bottom bracket, but then it also could be just your main bolt here just needing to be tightened. The same thing with your wheels. You know, make sure that if you're running a 20 mil through axle like this bike is up in the front, or if you're running a quick release, you also want to make sure your wheels all the way up there and straight. And that's it. And once you've done that, you're ready to ride on the trail, and you'll notice you'll have a better ride. And that was your video tech tip of the day.